Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy UnrealNetwork back here with some groundbreaking information and concerns to the Resident Evil Reboot movie franchise. Yes, it is confirmed on BloodyDisgusting.com that indeed Resident Evil, the shitty, horrible movies that we've seen in the theaters before, are now going to be getting a reboot. And actually, what's surprising enough is that it has been announced that James Wan has come on board to produce the first film in the rebooted series. And of course, for those of you out there who don't know who James Wan is, he was a part of Saw, Dead Silence, Insidious, The Conjuring, and now we have new information coming in that yes, there will be new Resident Evil films, but except this time, the franchise entirely will be rebooted, as according to BloodyDisgusting.com. Just yesterday, we learned that German company Constantine Films is developing a full-on reboot of the Resident Evil film franchise, with plans to create a whole new franchise with up to 6 total installments. So that means that they're planning on making more Resident Evil films, considering the fact that the overall franchise still has life within it, and this is a good thing for all the fans, because for many years, ever since 2002, we saw Paul W.S. Anderson ruin what was the Resident Evil franchise, and now we have a brand new sign of life for the series. Now, the Resident Evil movie franchise so far has earned a total of $1.2 billion in the box office, which is pretty impressive if you want to look at scales, but also if you want to consider how much money Resident Evil 7 has made as a game alone. So this is a clear sign that there is hope for the franchise. However, we knew that even though the final chapter wasn't the end per se, they're doing a reboot which is going to follow something completely different. So in terms of like the Resident Evil films, it's not the fact that the Resident Evil the final chapter is the final movie, because technically it will be the final installment for Paul W.S. Anderson's version, but it's going to be continuing on incorporating something else. Now, in terms of a release date, we don't really know. A movie like this could be debuting sometime in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. I mean, it's still quite unknown because we don't know of any sort of script leaks. We don't know of any sort of, rumored actors or actresses and whatnot. That's all being kept under wraps, because right now we do know that since James Wan is on board to film, and produce the film's first rebooted series, we're gonna have to start getting the ball rolling. So my prediction is possibly 2020, 2021, or maybe even 2022. It's all up in the air right now, but of course, BloodyDisgusting.com has broken the news that James Wan is producing the Resident Evil reboot. What is your overall thoughts on that, guys? Are you guys excited? Are you guys kind of ticked off that Paul W.S. Anderson isn't going to be continuing with the final chapter? Even though the way the final chapter ended, we saw Alice drive through Manhattan and there were like these giant creatures flying above her, which I thought was stupid because the final chapter was a horrible film, and I mean that with all respects because I am a very hardcore Resident Evil fan. I grew up with the games and I watched all the movies, sadly enough, including all the CG films, which were a lot better. So I am very excited for this as a fan, because now there is actually hope in seeing something different. But what are your overall thoughts on this, guys? Thank you all for watching. Once again, if you guys are fans of horror, don't forget to subscribe for more news, information, and updates. If you guys are excited about this, be sure to go ahead and leave a like on the video. Tune back in for more. Check out the horror playlist down below in the description, and I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Take it easy, guys. Peace.